Hi, welcome to the sports review segment of Breakfast Daily. My name is Nathan Kwal. Good morning, Kweku. Good morning, Frema. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Let's start off with the Ghana Premier League. Now, a few weekends ago, Asante Kotoko beat Hearts of Oak by 1-0 in Kumasi. Now, the goal that settled that particular encounter has generated a lot of controversy. And yesterday, the GFA's match review panel sat down, looked at the goal again, and decided that referee Kenny Padi erred in giving away that penalty that decided the game, and so they've suspended him for the rest of the season. Now they say the penalty decision he awarded was done in error. They watched the tape, they asked him a few questions, and his answers and what they saw on tape clearly did not match, and so they've decided that, you know what, you stay home for the rest of the season, and then when you get your decisions right, we can call you back to handle more matches. So
but
that
what
was
will happen to the goal, no?
Oh no, nothing will happen.
We have moved on.
Yes, the result stands. Is the decision that was wrong.
Okay.
So the 14th minute penalty that was handed to Asante Kotoko clearly not done well according to the referee there. Now this was the encounter. Fabio Gama going down there. That was the decision. Referee Kenny Padi, and he doesn't get to handle any more league games until the end of the season. Now, he was not the only referee in trouble. There were two other referees also who were suspended by the GFA's match review panel, or at least their cases were heard, the tapes were reviewed and all of that. But Kenny Padi seems to be the biggest name because he handled the biggest game in Ghana football a few weeks ago at the Baba Yara Stadium. Now, for those who do not know, Hearts of Oak officially wrote to the FA to complain that that penalty was in very bad taste. And the FA said, okay.
Do they know Bogo Blaze song?
Well, the thing is that we have to set a precedence for some things because you can't take some decisions. Look, it looks like a case of imbalance. You know, as it turned, he seemed to have gone out of balance. Yeah. This is Fabio Gama I'm talking about. And he fell, right? It was not something that was like a trip up or anything else. So you can't, on that basis, say this was a penalty.
But you know, a lot of people think that such decisions or such situations should hasten the GFA's efforts in introducing VAR, just so referees can have a better opportunity to see what happens, and then they can take decisions after reviewing things for themselves. We wait to see if the infrastructure will be put in place. But in a country where we can't even guarantee stable electricity, how do you want to do
Have
VAR?
they finished greening the grass?
Anyway, let's move on to places where things are working better. England.
Whose shade is this?
Well, let's use it. In the Premier League last night, there was a very, very interesting showdown between Chelsea and Arsenal. Now, Arsenal had lost their last 3 or so games. Chelsea were, this way, that way, they were hoping to win. But Mikel Arteta, who seems to have Chelsea's number in the last few seasons, beat Chelsea again at Stamford Bridge. This time, Arsenal won by 4-2. Eddie Nketiah, after telling Mikel Arteta, give me games to play and I'll prove myself, he scored twice. Bukayo Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe scoring the other goals for Arsenal.
No, as for the Eddie Nketiah, the Black Stars in there, he will come.
While Chelsea's goals were scored by Cesar Azpilicueta and Timo Werner. So Arsenal winning by 4-2. They take a 3-point lead on Man United. On Saturday at 11:30, it is Arsenal versus Manchester United. Hopefully for a right to get into the top 4. So that will be exciting stuff there. Chelsea, on the other hand, they lost last night in the Premier League. Not too happy. Their manager, Thomas Tuchel, was very unhappy with what he witnessed. Criticized the players. And in the latest one, he criticized even the pitch. He says the pitch at Stamford Bridge is bad.
So they played in Cape Coast.
Anyway, in other results, Manchester City, they beat Brighton and Hove Albion by 3-0.
Thank you.
Goals from Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, and Phil Foden put them back on top of the Premier League table. And so their cat and mouse with Liverpool will go on. City leading by a point. This weekend, they all go at it again.
Nathan, all this goes to show that not all blue be blue. That's all I want to say. Not all blue is blue.
Well... Anyway, we'll see. We'll see how.
We know the blue we're talking about.
We know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we know the blue.
We know.
All right, like I said, it's really cat and mouse between Man City and Liverpool. Any slip-ups, and you hand the league to the team that takes the advantage. Let's end with some tennis. And yesterday, the All England Lawn Tennis Club, the organizers of Wimbledon, put out a very, very interesting announcement. They said that this year they will not admit Russian or Belarusian players because of the invasion of Ukraine, no Russian tennis player who has qualified to play will be allowed to play at Wimbledon. Now, the two biggest names who will be affected, Daniil Medvedev, who's world number 2 in terms of the men's draw, and the women's number 4, Irina Sabalenka, they will all not be allowed to play at Wimbledon. So that's the story that's coming in. However, coaches, umpires, physiotherapists, ball boys and ball girls who are from Russia and Belarus will be allowed to take part in Wimbledon, not the players. Do I understand that decision? I don't. But that's the decision. I get it too. Of course, the players are the ones you come to see.
Yeah.
So if they are
nobody
affected,
comes to see
nobody comes to see the coach or the umpire. So that's okay.
Or an umpire.
So that's the decision that's coming in.
It looks like right now Russia is a continent.
Well, yeah, they are almost on their own.
So
Now,
do everything by yourself.
Wimbledon will run from June 27th to the 10th of July. Now, several people have been reacting to this. The ATP, which is the player umbrella body of tennis, they said the decision is so unfair, it's discriminatory, the players haven't done anything, why are you punishing them? But the All England Lawn Tennis Club says that they are going to punish Russia using any means possible. And if it means banning their players, they will do so until the day they decide to pack up and leave Ukraine.
I agree with them. I believe that that's the right thing to do. I don't think it's fair, but life is not fair.
Well, yeah.
I think that when a country decides to invade another country, listen, we're all a community of people. We need to learn to respect each other. We live in 2022, not 18th century.
Exactly.
So
you can't just bash into another sovereignty
that's all I
and
got to say.
decide to
you
take
can't invade somebody's country.
Of course,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, Russia is gradually moving to become, now they are a continent, you know, on their own. We are watching them. Very soon they will be a planet.
Yeah,
They won't even be part of Earth, you know.
exactly.
Do everything by yourself.
Listen, Ghana can say that part of Togo is for Ghana, so we're going to go and take. I mean, we can.
There are better ways of solving this.
Absolutely. In this
Sit
day
down,
and age, why do you
talk,
carry guns?
Try and figure it out. There's no need to invade.
Anyway, he should be put